So yeah, here we are. Today we're going to be showing off something pretty exciting. Now, we obviously got an opportunity to meet at FlightSimCon, and you guys were showing off some very interesting things. Definitely the booth for Rex was very, very busy, and a lot of big things going on at Rex. So what do you guys think? Should we just go ahead and show everyone the video first, give them a little bit of a teaser, and then talk about it?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
So. Let's do it. All right, so there it is. So just a bit of an apology to the folks who were here at the very beginning of the stream. Started off with a little bit of a train wreck there as live streams go. But here we are. So, guys, Worldwide Airports HD. Tell all of us that are watching right now, which is about an audience of 806 people, what is Airports HD and what is this going to do to our flight simulation experience?
How about we give them the URL to the website first while they can look at things?
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Can you give that out to them?
So, folks, if you're watching live, you want to head over to rexworldwideairports.com. And in fact, I guess we can take you want to take a quick look at that? Let's head over to the website now. Let's see. At least I thought I had it. Where did it go? There it is. So here we are. Okay, so rexworldwideairports.com. That video that you guys just saw, if you want to take a look at it again, you'll find it there as well as a lot of screenshots and further information that you can check out in real time. The official preview page is now live, so for those of the folks that are heading over there to take a look at it now, let's talk about it a little bit and tell us, what is Airports HD? Worldwide Airports HD.
Well, it's a It's a global enhancement utility, sort of like something that's out there currently, but nothing like it. It's a full photoreal package that I know a lot of these flyers don't like to visit default airports. A lot of people like to fly only payware airports, but this is going to bring payware quality to default airports. It's pretty extensive packages. It's 6 gigs. Separate out into I believe 11 or 12 categories, and it's all user selectable. And I see people are posting frame per second hog, et cetera, et cetera. But again, remember, we, like all of our Rex products, we give standard resolution textures as well as high definition. So, and even at standard, it looks pretty darn good because of the source material we come from. It's just that much more sharper and less artifacts. So I know a lot of people are the first thing they say is, you know, this is going to kill my frames, but actually you're in control of that. We have high definition, we have standard across the board. So if you look at the website, you'll see all the categories that we offer, and it's extensive. I just go play, look at the website.
So now, on the day that this is available, how will this work exactly? Will you just install it and it automatically just replaces all of your airports? Will you be able to do your own customizations? What are the intricacies for this project?
You will. You'll be able to actually select your graphics, how you want things to appear per category, like terminals. You got buildings, you got facilities, maintenance facilities, hangars, small, medium, large, airport vehicles. We did a full suite of airport vehicles across the board because we just thought the defaults were terrible. Jetways, of course, we have 16 styles of popular styles of the jetway looks. So yeah, you're free to choose your looks for the airports that you want to fly. So and again, a lot of people have a problem with that, saying, well, we got the same look at every airport. Well, that's not true though, because all the airports in FS are classified like water. They have classifications. So we not only the textures we've done through the interface where you're able to choose, but we've done full suites that replace everything, every texture across the board in the flight simulator. So you'll be surprised at many different airports how different things look and how real they look. Just again, the screenshots, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, screenshots are edited. They're not edited. We don't edit our screenshots. We post them as they are. You can go look at them at 100% screen size as we captured them. That's it.
And so when it comes to being able to sort of select, let's say, for example, I want to do Tucson Airport. There's no high-quality third-party software available for that, so I want to kind of customize this airport. What type of interface have you guys put together that's going to be for users to be able to independently customize each individual airport? Anything from, let's say, a mega airport like JFK all the way down to their local, airstrip.
Well, what we've done is we've broken down the airport into different sections. You've got main terminals, you've got buildings and facilities 1 and 2, you've got small, medium, and large airport hangars, and then you've got different types of jetways, and then 3D airport vehicle models that you can select, different colors and so forth. So basically, it really allows you to kind of pick the feel that you want. There's so many different varieties there, like our other products. There's just almost, I wouldn't say an overload, but enough there to give you a totally different type of look and feel that's more realistic, almost as good as a third-party developer airport for just the defaults, and you can select those. Now, one of the big things that we've done here too with the medium hangars, we've also added in airline hangars. So what we've done is a specific feature where if you fly for a VA, and we've selected about what would you say, Tim? Maybe about 20 or 30 or so.
I believe there's 26. I believe the
okay,
26 top airlines of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to the worldwideairports.com/airline.html, you can actually see the different airline-specific hangars were there. So you can actually, customize it so that, let's say you work for, you do flights for Virtual Alaska, and you can customize it so you've got those types of scenarios set up in the hangars there. One thing to note about this is we're going to be expanding this product as we go. So we have lots of plans to expand not only the 3D models with the product, but also even add more hangars to it that are more customizable to airlines, virtual airlines that are out there. So
now, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, quite naturally, this is not.
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Can anyone hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, so one of the big things, let me mention first here, is that with current products out there right now, even with our Rex 4 Texture Direct, we get a lot of customers saying, well, my airports look pieced together. You got asphalt choices, you got this choice, this and this and this. Well, all of a sudden things start looking pieced together. It don't look coherent, the looks of the airports. What we've done, we spent an extensive amount of time in development on making all the airports have a coherent feel. All the entire environment from the pavement all the way up, things have a coherent look. So it really does give a payware style look and appearance to the airports. They're not really I don't want to say pieced together looking, but it flows. So if you go into the website and you go into the coherent airport ground environments, you kind of get a sense of how things meld with each other, and really helps give the appearance of a full airport environment. So I just wanted to make sure, and I see some people are posting, yeah, we do have full day, night textures of course included. We have specular and bump mapping as well, so the buildings will create shine and bump mapping, and the jetways as well. Anything across the board that the simulator was built to, the SDK was built to take advantage of, but they didn't. A lot of the stuff that the team at ACES or even Lockheed Martin, they didn't take advantage of a lot of these features, which we have, and no other product has taken advantage of that, except for obviously a payware airport. So again, that sets us far above and beyond. So.
And so, yeah, this is not just airport buildings, but we're actually talking about the entire airport surrounding environment. One of the things I want to get into, actually, and let me just head over to, and I know you guys see this in a little bit of a delay, so you won't see it at the same time that I'm looking at it. But I saw a lot of comments when they saw this flash across the video, is they saw these vehicles that didn't look like vehicles that they've seen before, and they were wondering if it was part of the actual product. Let's talk about the custom 3D airport vehicles.
Okay, well, we all know there's other airport vehicle packages out there, and we get it, okay, and we know there are people who are going to use it. However, a lot of these things don't cover some of the default vehicles, and we wanted across the board 100% compatibility with all products, and that's what we set out to do. This product is compatible with everything out there. Now, our vehicles are much. We obviously know who the other maker of the vehicle package out there is, but ours are much more realistic. Just say that. We don't have animations of people yet. We're constantly developing the airport vehicles library, so we're gonna delve into more intricate animations, etc. So our vehicles are very, very high definition in themselves, but they're taking advantage of default SDK elements. So in terms of the modeling, but you'll see again, you look at the video, look at the screenshots, you'll see what we're talking about. They're very detailed vehicles, and we have a library of another 16 more coming. So again, like all of our Rex products, we're developing consistently for this product. And I do want to say it because the biggest mention out there that I'm seeing is Skyforce. Folks, we're working on it. We have a team on it. We're moving forward. It's going to be released. Okay, but just understand that that this product was first on the table. It's going to be first out. So Skyforce is just right about there. So just hang on.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I think a lot of.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
No,
no, go ahead.
I
Go
was
ahead.
just going to say, I think I've been watching the chat here too. There's a lot of people wondering about, why isn't Skyforce or Cimair or this real-time weather engine coming up? Why is this coming up first? This is something we've been working on a lot longer, in the works for quite a while, and it's within our time frame that we've been developing. Skyforce is a huge project in itself, and it's nearly done. So I mean, it's not like we're going to be waiting months and months and months for that. When we presented both these products at the show, they were still kind of in their infancy stage. We had mentioned that it was only going to take about a couple of more months or so to put things together, but like anything, things can take longer than what we expect. Plus, we go back and we review things. We gather people's input. We gathered a lot of input while we were there at the show. Even when we presented Worldwide Airports when we were at the show, Tim and I both, when we were flying back to Phoenix, we're sitting there talking about, how can we take this to a new level even before? And originally we weren't even going to do the 3D models, and we were just going to do just what we had. And I don't even know if you had the specular maps completely in place yet at the time. I don't remember, but either way, it just, things change over time. You think, how can we do this better? How can this be even more improved? And so we felt like we needed to take more time to where we're satisfied to the point where, yeah, this is ready to go. Skyforce is not quite ready to go. It's at a level that we like. We're obviously at a level now where we're actually in the final stages of development of it, and we should be probably beta testing in the next probably few weeks. And I would think beta testing will go very fast with it, because there's really not a lot of technical work to make it work. So, but either way, this product here is what we're releasing, and this is an amazing product. I mean, it will change your experience forever. I mean, I think one of the things that we're not talking about is the fact that just on some of it, like for example, I'm looking at this one picture that has the painted lines on it. Tim, you were mentioning to me the other day that the painted lines are not, graphically done. They're actually painted lines.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we took a different approach. I mean, everything is 100% photoreal across the board. Everything you're seeing, experiencing, everything, it comes from photography, very high-end photography. If we couldn't capture it, we've outsourced it. So we've spent a lot of time on keeping everything photographic across the board, and I think it really shows too. So.
And I'm just trying to get the URL up there also in the chat. Give me just a second. I think I got it right that second time around.
No.
Yep.
It's not.
There we go. Try it again. It's a new one I just put in there. Put in there a couple times.
Still didn't go. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Our website must be getting hammered right now.
It's probably getting hammered.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting slammed.
There it is. Let's talk about these jet bridges a little bit. So we know that we can do customized hangars for different aircraft. And I saw a comment up there further up somewhere from someone that was saying, well, my home airport uses this certain type of jet bridge or whatever the case is. How will jet bridge customization go between airports?
Well, first of all, interactive. Somebody said something about interactive vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah, our vehicles are going to be interactive. They do. The bag cart does, fly right up to the airport. I mean, jet opening. The pushbacks actually work with the aircraft. Everything's interactive, so don't worry. Again, gentlemen, we're moving forward on more vehicles, more interactivity, animation, Figbees. We're moving forth again, and obviously these will all be free updates for people. We don't charge for updates like some developers do. So, and they're going to be extensive updates, not small little patches. So we're constantly working on that, and that's that. So your question, DeAndre, was how do jetways?
Correct. So will the user have the opportunity to select different types of jet bridges depending on their airport? For example.
Yes. Well, no. Again, that's something we're stuck with across the board. If you pick a style of jet bridges, that's going to be the style throughout all the airports. They can't change within the sim. You know what I'm saying? You can't. you can't have a KLAX, you can't have a certain bridge, and then at Phoenix have a certain style. It's just across the board. So I don't think that's a major problem, though.
And you talked a little bit about the inception of this project. How far, and you don't have to answer, but how far away would you say release? Are we saying before Santa shows up on the roof?
Well, I know that for a fact. That's going to happen, and I don't want to give out anything too specific. I think we're looking within a week, and I'm going to be very honest. I want people to understand this is going to be coming out pretty quick now.
Yeah.
And I know we kind of addressed performance and stuff, but I did see one question up there that was asking what the impact on VAS is. Maybe we can just readdress that in case anyone else.
Well, let's readdress that. Again, like all of our Rex products, a lot of people, it really bothers me actually when people say, "Oh, I loaded Rex and my sim crashes." Well. All of our products across the board give you standard size textures. Okay, you're the user. You're in control of what you want to do and what you want to use. So we're offering users default sizes of textures as well, standard, what we call standard size. So if try the HD. If it starts slamming your system, go back down to standard. It's your choice. I mean, and if we get enough blowback from this that we have to do even lesser resolution textures, we're not opposed to that. We'll bring them down even further for folks a bit. But again, sim, if you want to blow your sim out and and have VAS issues, then do it. But again, we give you the choice. So just right off the bat saying this is going to kill your system, that's not the truth.
Right, and I think it's the age-old story where everyone wants higher quality, and we might complain that the quality of this airport whatever sucks, and then someone will come out with a super high-quality airport, and then everyone goes to, yeah, but now it's going to make my system run out of memory, or my VAS is going to go through the roof. So, with the limitations of the platforms that we have available, that is sort of an age-old story. But one of the things that I found is that performance and VAS usage is usually the top two things that developers consider when developing any kind of a product, because there's no point in creating it if it's not usable, and obviously that's been brought to mind here as well. So I guess we're at that point now where we'll start taking a look. If anyone has any questions that they'd like to ask the team in relation directly to Worldwide Airports HD, please do so now. And for the guys, Tim and Reed, is there anything else that you'd like people to know about this product?
I just want them to really go to the website. That's my opinion. Just go there, learn about it a little bit. We'll keep updating until release our Facebook and our forums and stuff, and we'll just keep updating with anything new. So I just keep an eye on our social media, our website, our forum, and just watch out for the release. Really, it's imminent. Really.
All right, and I'm just seeing a few questions pop up here, and I think we addressed this, but we'll just ask anyway. And someone is asking, will this work with my FTX and Orbix airports?
Yes, it's 100% compatible with all the platforms, everything out there. It's actually making sure everyone understands this is for FSX, FSX Steam, and Prepare 3D. One license, you can use it on all.
Let me see. I saw another question here about taxiway lighting. There's so many questions here. Is there new taxiway night lighting that doesn't float in the air like default? I don't know if I've noticed that before, but
well, that's that again. The default. There are some that will float in default, and it all depends on how it was authored, the textures. So I mean, there are some textures we've done in the past where the airport lighting where we'd simulate a ground glow, and that's actually my favorite. So from a distance it might look like it's really floating. Some did. Through our testing, I didn't see any real issues with the major floating. We kind of tamed that down a little bit. Again, it's all down to user choice. If you don't like one, move to the other. Move to another one.
Okay. And I see, for example, there's another question, what DirectX version will it be compatible with? And as we mentioned, it'll already be rolled out across all of the platforms,
Yeah,
so that would be 10 and 11.
Yeah, it's across the board, everything, all platforms, FSX, Steam, Prepare 3D, and it takes advantage of DX9, 10, and 11, all three.
Okay, and then there's one question that keeps asking a question, will it be available on Steam? I don't think it'll be available directly through Steam, but it should work on Steam Edition. Would that be an accurate answer to that question?
Exactly. Right now, on release, it won't be in the stores. It's in Steam, actually. But we're going to work on getting it in there, obviously. But right out the gate, it won't be. But you can still purchase it and use it for Steam, because there's a facility within our program that will read your Steam information and automatically fill all that out for you and deal with that for you.
Okay, and here's one interesting question. Someone is asking, will there be night, day, and seasonal looks? And I think we've seen the screenshots of night and day. The question of seasonal, though, how would you respond to that?
Well, seasonal. Well, the only thing that the airports can take advantage of in terms of seasonal are the runways, and that's it. I mean, we could do seasonal taxiways, like if there was snow, or something like that. At least give an appearance of it. We could do that. But again, the number one thing we'd hear is, oh, look at the tiling happening now. We worked extensively on making these ground environments not appear to be tiling as much as it used to be. Okay, so it's kind of a nice coherent flow. So we could do stuff like that. However, it would really give the appearance of a tiling texture issue. So we're not ruling it out. We're actually working on things to try and limit that and give more choice for seasonal looks. That's not out of the question. And if we do come up with some kind of cool feature to be able to quash that, we'll post that, and keep people advised.
And I guess the last question would be here, as far as I can see, is that 900-pound gorilla that keeps popping up in the chat.
Right. All right. Well, to be honest, we after development and after pre-release, we all get together and we kind of figure out the time that was involved in the project, and we kind of figure from there. So we just don't know yet a price, but I know we're going to be giving all users of our past software discounts. Okay. So we got to work with the stores, give us some time to work with the stores and make sure we get that in place before we release. So if somebody bought Soft Cloud, say, they're going to get a discount, the same discount everyone else gets. If you bought Rex Texture Direct, you're going to get the same discount. So there will definitely, like everything we do, we want to make sure all our customers are taken care of. We'll definitely give a discount. And again, the price is still up in the air. It's not going to be way out there like some developers. Some developers get a little crazy with their pricing schema, but we will definitely not do that. So just be on the lookout for this information, again, via social media, our website, forums, etc.
Okay, and then maybe one more question here. Interesting question. Will they maybe optimize Rex 4 and other Rex products, their conditions, etc., such as snow and lighting for these airports? I think what he's asking is for those who already use Rex 4, will this have any additional enhancement to these airports versus someone who may not have that product?
Yes, we already talked about all the pros and cons of this as opposed to what our other products were. So again, I just please visit the website and read about the information on all the different features that we offer. We've already been through all the little tiny details here in terms of that. Yeah, so the airport environments like in Texture Direct, where again, users were given a choice how to select things. However, the choices they always select were not coherent looks. It always kind of looked pieced together, the airport. Okay, they got one texture they liked and the next texture they liked, but they didn't kind of meld. But this new product is a coherent airport environments. There's 17 actual categories of textures that were worked with each selection the user is going to select. So 17 texture sets melding into each other will make the whole environment look coherent, cohesive feel. So that's a huge plus over our last software products. Huge.
Okay, and one more question. This one's from me, even though someone asked it. The land side of the airport, we did see the airfield side of the airports. How were the land sides sorted out? So, in terms of parking lots and structures and airport entrances, stuff like that, is that as well enhanced
Well,
along
the
these
parking
airports?
there, we have parking garages, which is an important thing because, the parking garages have an extensive appeal to an airport environment. Especially flying in and flying out. So yeah, we did parking garages as well. We didn't do anything off airport grounds. Anything off airport grounds has not been touched. So anything within airport grounds has been definitely touched.
That is amazing. Well, once again, folks, I'm just going to hit the link in the chat there one more time, and that's rexworldwideairports.com. And I certainly will be looking forward to the release. I know for me, I'm one of those kind of people where I always cringe when flying into a default airport. And I think the mentality for a lot of us is you spend all this money on these third-party airports, and they're not cheap. I mean, a small Orbix airfield could cost as much as $30, and then you get the large stuff like JFK or Frankfurt, and you spend so much money on all these airfields to the point where it just doesn't justify ever flying into default, because now it's almost as if you're wasting your money because you're not utilizing the airports that you actually paid for. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think we've always wanted to fly into certain airports, but it's just always that cringe because the airport, the textures look so terrible. And I mean, luckily we've had ground textures enhancements, which of course you guys have offered, or do offer rather, in some of your other products, but still pulling up to the building and that just polygony, ugly jet bridge. So it's nice to be able to see that now we can fly into an airport that's default. But I think what we're doing is with this product, we're actually not so much raising the bar of default, but changing the definition of what default is. And I think that that's definitely going to open up, right. And not only that, but you don't feel like you're wasting your money, because when you fly into one of these airports, you're flying into something that you purchased. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, these are going to bring more of a payware style airport to everywhere across the board. So make sure people get that this isn't a this is a default airport, but it looks like this. And you know what, gentlemen, I am so sorry. We just put the video live, so it was set as public when everyone was viewing it, and I sincerely apologize for that. It was my fault. The video is now set to public. I really apologize.
That's all right. So yeah, we look forward to release. I know a lot of people are really ready to see this thing in action, and for those who usually follow the ADX Twitch page, I'm all about showing off sceneries as they are released. So definitely keep your eye on airdailyx.net for that release announcement. And of course, once it's released, I look forward to showing off a live demo in real time, and we get to see this in action.
Hey, DeAndre, before you go, I just want to jump in here. Sorry to blow up. I've had a lot of questions about whether this works with GSX. Do you mind if I address that real quick?
Yes, absolutely. Please do.
Okay, sorry. I've had a lot of people asking me whether this works with GSX, and especially the models that we have. I personally have GSX, and it works fine with that. So it doesn't inhibit it. It doesn't infringe upon it. If anything, it just makes it even better. So yeah, it works fine with that product.
Excellent. Well, we are excited about the release. And I guess we'll be staying tuned to find out when this is ready, and to address the other 900-pound gorilla for the other product that you guys are working on. We are definitely, without a doubt, looking forward to that as well, and of course we will be front and center when that is ready.
Cool. Yeah, it's getting there. So it's I don't want to say too much, but yeah, you'll see it pretty quick too.
It's going to be awesome. I already know it right off the bat. It's going to be great. And another congratulations to you guys for another fantastic product that you're bringing to the market. And one of the things I think it shows is when developers are continue to innovate and bring new products to market, it's still showing that there's life in the flight simulation hobby. So For you folks out there that are seeing this and are interested, definitely buy it when it comes out. Support your development community, because without them, we will literally just be looking at and flying default. So job well done to you guys. I think we all look forward to getting our hands on it, and we'll see you when it's time for release.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us.
I appreciate
Andre.
it.
Thank you for everybody watching.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then if you guys just want to hang on just for a little bit, folks, thanks for spending a little bit of your Saturday with us, Sunday for many of you. And remember, head over to that website, and I'll put it in the chat one more time, and that's going to be rexworldwideairports.com. Head over now and take a look. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks, and we will see you later.